Let me just tell you how many times I have tried to make this film. There's no glitches, there's no problem in making it other than I've been talking, and trying to keep it down to 5 minutes, and then, I've been talking for half an hour. Anyway, let me get to the point, because I've been trying, like I said, to make this movie for some time now. For myriad reasons, it has not surfaced yet. This September, my parents will be celebrating their 50th anniversary. I have decided, I decided a while ago that we really should celebrate it grand style. And I sent an email to my 3 sisters, all of which are older than I am, much older than I am. But I sent an email out to my sisters saying, my parents, mom and dad are on the road to their 50th anniversary. What are we going to do? And none of my sisters responded. At least the first time out, because I sent another email maybe a week or so later because I figured, okay, they're busy. No one has time. And that's usually the way. You send out an email to family and they just kind of look at it like, oh, it's the creative again. Which in my mind is how they think of me, because I'm nothing like my sisters. So I sent another email out, and then I got a very quick reply from my eldest sister, who, in a nutshell, said, well, I don't understand why you're making such a big fuss about this. What's the big deal? It's another anniversary. And then another sister replied that she thought that a black tie affair would be garish, and maybe we should have something like a tea. Yeah. And then the third sister still never replied. So, I got pissed. I got really pissed because I don't think they seem to understand that 50th anniversary is a very big deal. It's a very big deal. And it's not something that, you very quietly go across and you send a Hallmark card and say, oh, happy anniversary. It's something that should be celebrated. And celebrated within the community, like for the community, because people need to see that you can make it to 50, you can make it to 40, you can make it to 35, you can make it to 25, and whether it's fair or not to say, my sisters, both of them, well, the 2 that were married anyway, didn't make it to 10. One of my sisters, in fact, is on her 2nd marriage, and she got married on my parents' anniversary. And when asked why she picked my parents' anniversary to get married, she very quickly replied, for good luck. So if you're getting married on my parents' anniversary for good luck, why is it then a weird notion to celebrate their 50th anniversary? It doesn't happen every day. I was talking to a friend at work, and she was recalling that her parents made it to 49 when her father passed away. And they were, in preparation for having a party, too. So, it just doesn't happen every day, and I don't know. Maybe I'm taking it way out of proportion. So I'm going to ask you guys, am I making a big stink out of this? Like, isn't it worth celebrating? I'm celebrating anyway. Let me put that out there now before I get any replies like, you should celebrate. I am celebrating. I'm just doing it on my own. You know, but aside from that, I just think it's weird and a little selfish to not want to celebrate your parents' anniversary when it's such a big one. I'm still kind of pissed about it, about how they're reacting, or how they're acting, I should say. Tell me what you think. I'm gonna do it anyway, but I want to know what everyone thinks. I mean, am I crazy? Isn't 50 big? Thanks. Okay, yeah. I thought I was going to be able to do this very quickly. But there's a second part to this, which I think should be said. And I also feel like, because my sisters are in the know, they should be double involved in all of this. When my parents got married, they got married at the Justice of the Peace. And my mother's family was not in attendance. My father's from Ohio, and he was in the military, and he was on leave when my parents got married. And my mother to this day can't tell you what she wore. She can't tell you much about the day, and the only person in her family that was able to attend was her uncle, and he was the witness. So any time that we go to a wedding, or, you know, weddings come up, my mother gets a little teary-eyed because, you know, her family wasn't there, and she can't really remember her wedding. And you know what? I'll be the first to say, yeah, weddings are nice to have, and I think a lot of people get really wrapped up in the idea of a wedding and forget that, yeah, a marriage comes along with it. Because I've seen it happen way too many times, and I've seen it with my sisters, which is, you know, oh, this big grandiose wedding, this big, you know, gown, you know, $10,000 gown, $30,000, you know, whatever, you know, $100,000 just up in smoke on a wedding. But then you have to live with each other after that, and how long will that last? So my thing is, okay, people have really, really, really big weddings. Shouldn't they have really, really, really big 50th anniversaries? I mean, they weathered it. Like, they actually made it through. So shouldn't it be just as grand, if not more so, since they've actually made it through? I don't know. This has really been getting on my nerves. Can you tell? Get back to me. Let me know. Thanks.